Luka and the Mavs hope to avoid a sweep at home tonight against the Golden State Warriors. The Warriors have won each game in this series, guys, by an average of 14 points. Not bad, huh? Now, according to Fox Bet Sportsbook, though, Dallas is a 1-point favorite tonight. Shannon, that broom closet's knocking. Do Luka and the Mavs get swept at home this evening?
It pains me to say this, Skip, but I believe they get swept. I just don't believe they have the firepower to keep up with the Golden State Warriors. Steph seemed to have found his rhythm now, and he's letting it go. He looks really good, and they just don't have enough. They just don't have enough, because if your top three players, let's just say for the sake of argument, Skip, Luka gives you what he does, Brunson gives you what he does, and then Dinwiddie comes in and gives you what he does. I can match you with Steph, Clay, and Jordan Poole. But they have yet to find Kleber to give them anything. Powell doesn't play long enough to give them anything. Finney-Smith has been an absolute disaster. And so now, Skip, you got Kevon Looney giving you major points and rebounds. Draymond's going to be Draymond. Anything Draymond give you over 6 points, because Draymond is your rebound, is your facilitator. He's going to probably have somewhere 7, 8, 9 assists, probably somewhere like 9, 10 rebounds. And if he gives you anything over 6 points, it's an added bonus. And then I forgot about Skip. I didn't even mention Wiggins yet. Wiggins has been doing a tremendous job on Luka. He's making him work as much as you can make Luka work, but he's giving you 20-plus points on the other end. So when you put all of that together, Skip, the Mavs just doesn't have enough. It's as simple as that. Luka is going to be Luka. I'm not concerned about Luka. You see what Luka's done over the last 2 games, giving you 41, 50% shooting from the floor, 47% from the three, 84% from the free throw line, which you love. It's just not enough. It's just not enough. Steph Curry averaging 27 in the playoffs. Last 2 games have been over 30. I just don't see how they hold them off. And if you hold them off one more game, all you're doing is delaying the inevitable. But I don't think they hold them off. I think the Warriors. The one thing I can say about the Warriors, Skip, when they normally smell blood in the water, they normally get it done. I mean, 25 consecutive series, I think they won at least 1 road game? Let that sink in, Skip. 25 consecutive series, they've won at least 1 road game. Just goes to show you just how great they've been and how great they are. That they don't rely necessarily, well, we got home court. If we need a game 7, nah. They'll go steal one in your place. They'll finish you out in your place if you're not careful. And that's what I'm afraid, Skip. Unfortunately, I'm afraid that's what's going to happen. They're going to finish the Mavericks off in Dallas.
Timeout. Did Steph and Clay and Draymond smell blood in the water back in 2016 in the finals when they went up 3-1? Blood in the water?
Skip. That's the only time in which Steve Kerr has had a 2-0 lead in which he didn't have the series. There's nothing in sports that's 100%. Hell, Michael Phelps had the lead at the last 50 and lost to Cloud in the butterfly. It happens, Skip. You make it seem like everything is 100%. There's nothing 100% in sports. You know that.
Wasn't that the time when Draymond fled into the parking lot, according to you, in tears and called Kevin Durant and said, please come save us? Wasn't that the time they all boarded the private plane and flew all the way across country to beg Kevin Durant to please come and save them? Are we talking about those Warriors, right? Steph and Clay and Draymond, right? Those guys?
But
same guys.
Are you sure? Let me ask you a question. Are you sure they begged him? Or did he beg them to take him?
No, they
because it looks to me. Hold on. It looks to me they're doing quite well without him, as opposed to vice versa. But
Really?
that's a story for another day.
Interesting. They're doing quite well. It's been a while ago, like a couple of weeks ago. Would you believe that maybe I got to get a new TV, but I watched Golden State play Memphis, the team I picked to win the West, and would you believe
Memphis?
Would you believe that every game was like crazy tight except for one? Would you believe that Ja had 2 chances to win game 1 in Memphis and he didn't convert either one, didn't cash either time, and they lost 117 to 116? And then without Dylan Brooks for most of the game in game 2, they won 106 to 101. Think about what Luka's not been doing. Then, obviously, no Dylan Brooks at all for Game 3, and they got waxed in the first game at Golden State, but they bounced right back. And without Ja in Game 4, would you believe that Jaren Jackson Jr. missed a three with 12 seconds left that could have tied the game, and they barely lost by 3? Would you believe that Golden State did trail in Game 5 in Memphis by 55 points, the same Golden State that is just demolishing Luka and company by 55? Would you believe that in Game 6, the closeout game back in Golden State, 6:55 left, Desmond Bane made a three to put Memphis up 2? And I'm not even seeing a competitive series with Luka and company. Why is that? The baby Grizzlies could just put the fear of God in Steph and Clay and Draymond, and Luka, baby birds, got no shot?
But Skip, hold on. The sports, no matter what the sport is, it's all about matchups. You get the right matchup at the right time, you can win. You get the wrong matchup at the wrong time, and that could be disaster. Sports are all boxing, fighting, doesn't matter the sport. It's all about matchups. And this is a very bad matchup for the Mavericks. The mere fact that Golden State, a small team, is out-rebounding them by plus 14 every game tells you, Skip, think about how well Golden State shoots the ball. If you shoot the ball as well as they shoot it, you are not trying to give them crack after crack at you in a single possession. They're getting 2, 3 chances, sometimes 4 chances on one possession. How long do you think that before the levee breaks and the flood, the water overtakes the wall? And that's what we're seeing. Skip, think about it. Golden State out-rebounded Memphis, the #1 rebounding team in basketball, in 5 of the 6 games in which they played. Now they just basically demolished the Mavs on the glass. And now all of a sudden Kleber can't make a shot. Finney Smith really can't make a shot. Reggie Bullock went 0 for. Reggie Bullock and Kleber went 0 for 12, 0 for 15. How the hell you play 40 minutes? I guarantee you, I haven't played basketball in 35 years and I never set foot on an NBA court. I guarantee you, if you let me play 40 minutes, I can get 2 points. I can get you 2 points in an NBA game. Reggie Bullock played an entire game, damn near 40 minutes, and gave you the same number of points as me sitting on my couch eating popcorn watching that bull jive.
Well, he was trying to defend Steph Curry for much of the night, so you got to give him that.
What that got to do with his offense? What that got to do with him shooting the ball and putting it in the hole?
So let me get this straight. First of all, a team without Ja Morant, its best player for the last 3 games, took Golden State to the wire in a Game 6 that came very close to forcing a Game 7. So are we ready to conclude? Are you ready to admit that Memphis is a lot better than Dallas? Because it sure
yes, they are. Skip, they were the 2. Skip, they were the 2 seed.
Huh.
And you saw how well they played without Ja. You even said at one point in time they were 20-2 without Ja Morant. That tells you when a team can play that well without their best player, it lets you know that's a really good team. That the pieces around that great player are really good. I'm not saying they're great. I'm saying they're really good. They've shown that. But this is a bad matchup for the Mavericks for the simple fact, Skip, is that they allow too many offensive rebounds to a very good shooting team. And if you can't, and see, Luka doesn't get a chance to skip. You remember Luka could play against the Jazz. He could play Rudy Gobert. Rudy Gobert is not going to post up. He could just stand on the corner and play someone that didn't have an offensive repertoire. Well, he's trying to guard Andrew Wiggins, who's the #1 overall pick just 8 years ago. So he's either going to take him off the bounce or he's just going to elevate and shoot. So he has that to worry about on the defensive end, and you said he doesn't play defense to begin with.
He doesn't.
And on the offensive end, he's getting picked up 94 feet by Wiggins. So he's making it tough, even though he's giving you 34 a game. No, like you tell me, all those wide open shots that they keep missing. Reggie Bullock, how many times? I mean, he's looking like Spice Adams. Kleber, it's been terrible this series. So I don't really know what else you want Luka to do, but I just think the Golden State Warriors, I overvalued after what I saw them do to Utah, what I saw them do to Phoenix, Skip. Maybe I overvalued the Mavs and just how good. They still need a piece. They need a big. They need a big, because Powell and Kleber and Boban, you're not going to play Boban, but you need a big. Maybe you need to make a trade for Miles Turner. But you need a big that can help you protect the paint and can give you 12, 16 points while giving you double-digit. You just can't outscore everybody. It's not going to work like that.
So in Dallas's previous series against Phoenix, I got to get a new TV, but I witnessed 3 times at Phoenix that Dallas lost those 3 games, the first 3, by almost an average of 20 points a game. 20 a game?
Yeah.
That was the score of the game last night in Boston. It was a 20-point game. So Luka lost 3 almost 20-point loss games at Phoenix. And then I kept telling you, warning you, the anomaly, the outlier game of the entire NBA playoffs was Game 7, Dallas at Phoenix, because Phoenix didn't show up for that game just the way that Miami didn't show up in Boston last night. But fortunately for Miami, that was only Game 4. For Phoenix, not so fortunate. In Game 7, none of them showed up, starting with Cliff Paul.